Dr. Ashok Saxena, VC from Galgotias University, Greater Noida, UP, delivered the special address. Dr. H. Devaraj, Vice Chairman, University Grants Commission, New Delhi, delivered the chief guest address and distributed the prizes. The best 3 prizes were awarded with cash prizes of first prize 1 lakh was bagged by C. Gunasegaran Karthikeyan and Mohammed Jalaluddin and Sri Karthik and Vivek of Bannari Manusha Technology for the project Mind Voice. Second prize of rupees 50,000 was bagged by Alif Al Salim and V. Anin of St. Gitt's College of Engineering, Kottayam, Kerala. Third prize of rupees 25,000 for multi-purpose eco-friendly ship was won by T.R. Vinod or Praveen Kumar of Indus College of Engineering. In brief, our focus on academics, besides our focus on academics, our students are exposed to key activities to develop their skills and to face challenges. We are all paying all attention to the students' welfare and ready to render our services to their growth in all dimensions. To conclude, my dear students, road to success is not straight. There is a curve called failure, there is a loop called confusion, and there is a steep bumps called friends, and there is red lights called enemies, and there is a caution lights called family. However, you proceed with courage your journey towards a goal. We BIT will be the lighting house always. I wish all the outgoing students to have a bright future and others to have pleasant stay in our campus to build their careers as value-added citizens of the nation and keep the banner of Bannari Manusha Technology high. I wish to place on record my gratitude and extend sincere thanks to our beloved chairman, trustees, all HODs, faculty, staff, and students for their support and solicit their fullest support in the coming years also to fulfill the vision of our chairman through S.V. Balasubramaniam. At the end, Shelley in his poem West Wind stated, if winter comes, can't the spring be far behind? மழைக்காலம் என்று வந்தால் வசந்த காலம் வராமலா போகும். ஆம் வரும். 2014-15 நமக்கு வசந்த காலமாகட்டும். 19ஆம் ஆண்டிலே காலெடுத்து வைப்போம், சந்திப்போம் சவால்களை, எட்டுவோம் இலக்கை. நிறைவாக உங்கள் உள்ளங்களிலும் இல்லங்களிலும் மகிழ்ச்சி பொங்க பரம்பொருளை வேண்டி வாழ்த்தி வாய்ப்பிற்கு நன்றி கூறி விடைபெறுகின்றேன். நன்றி, வணக்கம்.
Thank you, sir. Fill the brain with high thoughts, highest ideals. Place them day and night before you, and out of that will come great work. A honorable chairman, Thiru S.V. Balasubramaniam, suits precisely to these powerful words of Swami Vivekananda. May we now request a chairman to deliver the presidential address.
Esteemed Chief Guest of the Day, Padma Shri D.R. Karthikeyan, Guest of Honor, Thiru V. Kovai Chelvan, Dr. Subbayan, Chief Executive Dr. Nararajan, Principal Rangarajan, Student Representative Ms. Shelamati, dedicated members of the faculty, proud parents who are here, media friends, my beloved students and invitees. Today we all gathered here to celebrate the 18th annual day of our institution. Our principal has brought out the various achievements, laurels that has been brought by our students as well as our faculty from institutions and organizations from all over India. Let me first offer my hearty congratulations and best wishes to all the achievers and our students. Our chief guest, whom I think every one of you know very well. Started his career as an young IAS officer, IPS officer, moved on to Russia by Government of India as First Secretary to Indian Embassy. Thereafter again an assignment given to Indian export promotion in Australia to care of the countries like Australia, Fiji and New Zealand. Came back, took as the DG of CRPF. Meanwhile, he was given the ordeal of investigation of the assassination of our former Prime Minister, Rajiv Gandhi. Normally during that period, the Supreme Court itself has taken and appreciated the investigative skill of our chief guest and recorded it also with appreciation. Normally after retirement of any government officer, people will forget, institutions will forget, but entirely it is different in his case. There are two people whom I can always refer. One is Dr. Abdul Kalam. என்ன யானை இருந்தாலும் ஆயிரம் பொண்ணு சொல்லுவாங்க. Like that, after retirement, I can tell you the way in which he has been sought-after by many corporates to be on their board like Tatas, GVK, Birlas and so many. And many social organizations like World Community for Indian Culture, World Academy for the Spiritual Sciences, and I can go on naming the institutions where he has been made as a president or a governing committee member, like that one. He is here with us today. I am extremely happy about his presence to deliver his presidential address. Equally so is the presence of our guest of honor, Mr. Kovai Chelvan. He is the Senior Vice President of the TVS Motors. His passion is mainly to see to it that the institutions are connected to the industries so as to give the training to make the engineers ready for employment. With this view only, I thought that we should invite him. For the last 2 years, I think our chief executive have been trying to get him to one of the functions. Some other we couldn't make. I think this is the time I think he has been able to accept and go here. I am thankful to him for his presence here. Dr. Subbiyan, you all know, is former Vice Chancellor of our Bharatiyar University, and I would say he is the architect for the entire master plan of this entire campus. To start with, I only went to him and he offered me to give all the advice. That is why we are all sitting here in the beautiful campus. And for every part of it, I think he has been planning, even building to building, what should be the distance, what should the width, what should the length, what are the equipments we should go on. Everything he still continues to be our advisor. He is on our governance capital. I am extremely happy that he is here. He has also instituted 2 awards in the name of himself for a boy and in the name of his wife for a girl student. I am thankful to Dr. Subbiyan for being present here today. Dear students, I am sure that from the report of principal made out beautifully that all efforts have been made by us to make you to learn, get the training, so as to bring out the potential in you. We have the best of the faculty in our college who see to it they are to help you in their endeavor to make you realize your goal of achieving something in your life. I am sure with their support you should come out successfully in the years to come. Being the annual day, I thought of just sharing some of my thoughts about the development of the economy of the world. To start with, 16th, 17th, 18th century, it is all agricultural based. It is an agrarian age. The farmer was mainly important. Thereupon, 19th and 20th century, it was the industry, and now it is a knowledge industry. It is the era of the knowledge. Previously, people without money, they cannot do anything. It was the money it was the money that made everyone to prosper, even for the nations also to prosper. Now things are changing. Without money, people, scientists, who were all trying to come up and life could not make it. I want to cite one or two examples for that. You know the case of Nikola Tesla. He was a great genius. After Michael Faraday invented the electricity, it was Thomas Alva Edison who invented the bulb, electrical bulb, which made a big change in the entire life of the public by giving light to the entire houses. When he wanted to brighten the houses of Manhattan city, he tried his best through the direct current, DC current. But to give current through DC, he'll have to establish power station for every 100 to 200 meters. It is only Mr. or maybe at the time when there was no doctorate, it was only Nicholas Tesla who invented the AC current. But AC current by installing the generating station at a distant place and carrying the electricity through high density, high velocity pipes and wires to distant places and trying to trying to brighten that area with step-down transformers. But the knowledge Tesla did not earn him anything because he didn't have the money. Therefore, he could not succeed. Same with, with telephone. We all be thinking that it is only Graham Bell who has invented the telephone. Actually, it is not he. It was one Antonio Meucci who invented that. He had prepared the papers, sent it to Bell Company for funding of the project. Whereas Bell stole that idea and he said it is mine, and he sold, he invented, as if he has invented, he produced the telephone, he sold it. But now I think government of USA, they have now recognized the work of Anthony, and they are given in the post after his death, he has been recognized as the one who has invented the telephone. Then what happened after that, when all the government and intellectuals find this problem of financing the project, then only they thought of forming the joint stock companies and by collecting the shares from the public and putting up the various industries. Only after that only you will find the scientists were able to put up their own projects. You take the case of our Mr. Narayan Murthy. He just had only 10,000 rupees borrowed his wife with his teammates. He has put up their company. And what has happened after that? It was the first company who has been, listed in the NASDAQ, first Indian company in NASDAQ. And continuously for the year 2001, 2 and 3, they got the National Award from Government of India for the excellence, for the National Award for Excellence. And they have now at 63 places or offices all over the world with 130,000 employees throughout the world. Another is Microsoft company. That is also Bill Gates. He was a big entrepreneur. I think he is supposed to be the highest richest person in the world for the past 15 years out of last 20 years. At the age of 13, he first wrote his computer program on an old teletype model terminal. After 2 years, Bill Gates, he developed a small computer which is called Traftola to measure the traffic flow. Then what is the present status of the Bill Gates and his company Microsoft. Then Steve Jobs, about the Apple computers. Even at the young age, he contacted the William Hewlett, president of Hewlett Packard, to ask for some parts for the school project. Impressed by the Steve Jobs, the